20 minutes to decide the winner of this one. And to see who will go 2-1 on the weekend. And we have a Jackaroo down in the middle of the ground, getting up slowly there. It looks like was Thornbury, but he will continue on because he comes from the school of hard knocks. They would kick in towards the sticks. And that looks good from here, and it is through for a goal. A goal for the Magpies. And on the scoreboard here, the Visit Raleigh scoreboard, as we bring up the app, because that's very important.
Yeah.
It's the Magpies 31 and the Jackaroos 25. That's a very important goal in the context of this game, but still very early on here in the second half. Ball out of the middle. That one got ricocheted back and then forth. That one goes forward, went on backwards. There's a don't argue, says get the bleep out of my way, did Andrew Davis, and then throws that one up onto the left side. But going back to track it back is the big old number 20, who is Dean Paddock, and he didn't panic on that one. And now he'll go up the corridor. Oh, Simpson was a high flyer, but couldn't come down with the footy. And then thrown onto the foot of the number 91 and Carson Olszewski. Olszewski went in. And that, is that a behind? Yeah, it's a mark. Kick is up on the way. It's in tight in the square, and that is squirted through for a behind. So another score for the Magpies. That takes them on to 4-8-32 to the Jackaroos 4-1-25. That is what we have here on the Visit Raleigh scoreboard. Is up on the far side, trying to keep the football in, and then the ball goes out of bounds on that far sideline as Columbus trying to pressure back and trying to keep the pressure on. Down right now by 2 kicks. 32-25, New York the lead. Both teams went 1-1 today. New York lost earlier to Baltimore, Washington before coming back and beating Boston. Columbus beat Boston, but then fell to Baltimore, Washington, who was over on the other field trying to sew up the Division I championship. Now, if they lose, the winner of this game will be eligible to possibly do it, depending on how the percentage goes. We'll have to see. Baltimore, Washington's big win over Columbus earlier may have decided it for them, but that's why we play the games. That one is kicked for goal off to the side, and that one will roll out of bounds. That'll be a boundary throw and about 20 meters around from the Columbus target. Squares up and throws the ball back in the play. Knocked forward again there by Welday, and Welday will earn another boundary throw it for his team.
Taylor, tell her that she can scoot on the field.
Starting to see some players as we see Eric Hansen on for the Jackaroos. Ball will come back into play. The first throw-in was about 20 meters around. This one will be about 10 meters around. And in fact, this will be out on the full. So here is a free kick. Has lots of options around. And says, I'll take door number 2, Monty, and go straight down the pitch. Marked by Hocking and dead in the middle of the park. Hocking throws that one on to the right. Up the right side, swatted free. And a good job in there by Thornbury, who is a thorn into the side of Andrew Davis. Marked back, handballs it on. Handballs it over to the 80 Cameron Lockwood. That one goes in as they continue the ball forward. That one is kicked in towards the goals. 2 men there. They held a waffle and the mark taken. And the Magpies will look to extend their lead. I believe that is Andrew Davis. Davis taking his time. And now he sets sail for the goals. Looks pretty good off the foot, and yes it is. Goal to the New York Magpies, and they draw away. On the Visit Raleigh scoreboard, New York 5-8-38, Columbus 4-1-25. As we near the halfway point of the first half, of the second half. I'm Brian Barish here. Glad to have had you here on YouTube or USAFL.com and here at beautiful Miller Fields here on the campus of North Carolina State University. And we hope we get the chance to come back because they have been very, very hospitable hosts here in Raleigh. Ball will come back into the middle of the ground. Up, really up it goes. Down it goes as Simpson doing well in the rock under atrocious circumstances as Hawking kicks out a target. And he did so in the personages of the number 17, which is Judge Kozakowski. Here's Kozakowski's kick. It's up on the way. It's in the square. It's bobbled around, still in play and cleared out in the last line of defense. And then marked. A little bit of aerial ping pong as Davis stepped up and took it. So Davis, the inner edge of the goal square here, throws that one, or the center square, goes out to the right side where it's marked again. And this time by the number 78, which is Simon Hargraves. Hargraves will go in short and finds another target. This is what New York does. They pick out their targets. They basically spread you defensively, and then when they are able to get the man open, they're able to find them. And so Davis will go back as he was able to get free, and he'll have a crack for goal. Davis's kick is a good one off the boot, and he knew it. Goal to the Magpies. New York 6-8-44. It's a 19-point lead, 4-1-25 for the Jackaroos. Well, Columbus has looked very good in the first half of their games. They're just not finishing fit. Let's try that again. They are not finding the finishing kick, but they are still very much a factor here as they are getting the ball forward, but North Carolina, or New York's halfback flank, the teams are all blending together. New York's halfback flank's looking good. Ball into the air, knocked forward by 91 again, which is Olszewski. Olszewski doing a good job in the rock. That one skips by the man there in Thornbury. One-on-one contest, man-on-man football, and then just carried the ball out of bounds. It'll be a boundary throw in that forward pocket. So here we go. Ball comes spinning back in the play. Up high, knocked down, tipped down by Olszewski again, who's doing, as I mentioned, a good job in the ruck. And doing a good job on those Mad Lib hitouts. And then that one is kicked out. That was deflected. Davis almost had it. Murphy says, hey, I'll go in there because I'm close. And you can stay magic. Oh, he tried to handball it. That went off his knee. And that's going to be a free kick. So that's going to be called out on the full. Even though it was a handball off of his knee, that counts as part of the leg. So for those of you who didn't know that rule, now you know that rule. Here is the free kick. Davis throws that one onto the left. It tails up into the air, outkicked everybody, skipped on to the 17 and Kozakowski, and then that one is cleared out by Columbus, but it's marked on the far side there by Murphy, who goes into the middle for Ryan McGettigan, number 92. Now out to the near side where he finds the 89 in Gleason. Gleason gets away. Now goes up to the middle, up to the far side there, looking for the 76 in O'Leary. O'Leary will square up into the middle of the ground. That one got knocked down, picked up by Hansen for Columbus, who handballs it into the middle, and then he gets taken down. Hamilton was there to rescue him. He has Adams on the near side. Hamilton takes a bounce. Now he goes up to the side, but only one person waiting there, and that was a New York Magpie. In fact, it was Gleason. Gleason goes into the middle for Davis, who now has about 20 touches. Up to the far side as they stay with it. Columbus still not getting a whole heck of a lot of quarter. As that one is pulled up, he is pulled down. And Columbus continues. Into the middle again there for Goranson. Goranson goes into the middle. Knocked down. Simpson corrals it. Gets by one tackle. Gets by a second. Plays a little 1-2 do-si-do with the number 60 with Busak, and then he is hauled down. Free kick New York. They'll play on quickly. And then the ball has gone out of bounds as it's punched out with fists of fury. The ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw-in. On the scoreboard here, the Visit Raleigh scoreboard, 6:8:44 New York. It's a 19-point lead, 4-1-25 to the Jackaroos. Up on the far side, the Jacks not giving up because that's what they do. They just stay with the footy. It doesn't matter how far they're behind. And they have played very, very heartily today. Throws that one onto the right foot. That one's going to carry up into the air. Hansen, nice mark. I mean, even so more impressive with those curly locks. He's going to go in looking. Mark! Nice mark by Welday. So Chad Welday will go back and he'll have a crack. A goal would be very helpful here for the Jackaroos. And that is off to the right. 4 behind. Force 2-26. The margin is 3 straight kicks. 6-8-44 for the Magpies. I'm Brian Barish. Great to have you along here on USAFL.com or here at Miller Fields in Raleigh. Oh, and in fact, they paid $50. Well. All right, take back everything I just said. Welday converts. That is a huge call. So instead of it being a 18-point lead, it's a 13-point lead. On the Visit Raleigh scoreboard, 5-1-31 Columbus, 6-8-44 New York, 13 points the difference. The Jacks have 8 fewer scoring shots, but they have been way more efficient. So game very much on here in Miller Fields. As the ball goes back into the middle of the ground, it's slapped down out of the middle by Goranson. Goes deep, high in the air. Nice mark. Marked nicely by the number 6 and Gardner. And Alan Gardner will go back. Coach of the Columbus Jackaroos, and pretty good at kick on his own right. Kick is on the way. It tails right, but is it there? Yes, it is. And here come the Jacks. They're back to within 7 on the Visit Raleigh scoreboard. The Magpies, 6-8-44. The Jackaroos go to 6-1-37. 7 points the difference. And as they say in Australia, this is hotting up to be a good one. Back in the middle, back again. Here we go. Nobody really made any attempt to play the football, and as such, it's a free kick to Columbus. One-on-one, and then stepping up and taking the mark is number 80, who is Cameron Lockwood, who's had a few of those. Lockwood will go straight down the guts up the right side, and it's marked by Hocking. Hocking will take the mark about 55 meters out. He's going to go back, and he's going to back himself because he's got a pretty powerful right boot on his foot. Goal would push the Jacks away once again. Here's the kick on the way. It's a pretty good kick off the boot. He's going to die in the square and bounce through for a minor score. 6-9-45 for the Magpies. 6-1-37 for the Jackaroos. And it looks like Baltimore-Washington over on Field 1 is doing very well. Don't know the score yet, but they're inching close to the Division I title. But these two teams continue to play hard because in the grand scheme of things, going 2-1 on the day is a very, very good thing and will help the confidence for the rest of the season. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a boundary throw-in. Here it comes. Spinning back in the play. Ball goes down. And then out of the back comes Hamilton. Tried to handball it on. Hansen was there. Handballed into the middle as Holmesby has it. Holmesby turns it to the inside. Barnes. as Whiting found him, and then it was the 76 O'Leary who took the mark. O'Leary will go back, and he's going to take all of his requisite 30 seconds. O'Leary starts right, comes left, going to be short, knocked down, still in play, goes to the pocket, kept in there by the 87, and he's going to get called. He's going to get the free kick, it looks like, as he got high tackled. And so it's the 87 who will go back and have a crack. He will play on. Murphy had it. Hocking throws it over the shoulder. And that, it looks like, has gone out on the full. Or it may have gone for a behind. I think it's gone out on the full. I did not see a signal. The score remains. 45 to 37. As Hamilton will put the ball back in the play. He's going to play on, and then he pretends he's on Lamont doing all those swerves and whatnot. Nice mark, and a great job of concentration by the 89 there in Gleason. Gleason will play on. That one will go into the middle. Columbus has it back the other way, but that handball found Hocking. And Hocking hecked the heck out of that one. And then up the far side, the ball is dropped. Columbus still has it. Thornbury put a good stop on that one. And then handballs it in the middle looking for Hamilton, but couldn't. Squares it up for Davis onto the left foot. And that one will bounce, and it will bounce through for a goal, Andrew Davis. The Magpies get a little bit of breathing room, and that was a pretty goal by AB Andrew Davis. And that extends the lead on the Visit Raleigh's scoreboard. 7-9-51 for the Magpies, 6-1-37 for the Jackaroos. And the Jackaroos were pushing forward, but that is a killer blow. Ball will come back into the middle as we go again. Ball comes back in the air, slapped around like the Japanese volleyball team, and then looks like he was held up. They're screaming for ball. They did not get it. Play on, says the umpire, as here comes Simpson, turning it to the inside. Hamilton digging in on it. That isn't Hamilton, but in fact he picks it up. That's Thornbury. Thornbury pushing it in. He's caught. He gets free as Hocking put the tackle on. That one will go through. It bounces through, and that's a goal. Great goal by Nathan Thornbury. These Jacks are not dead yet. What a great goal by Thornbury, who ran with the footy. He tucked the ball under his arm like a running back, and it still wasn't enough for Hocking to bring him down. He got away, threw that one onto the right, and he got a friendly bounce. So it's back to 8 points. Columbus just will not go away. And as for New York, they stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Ball goes back into the middle. Glad you all like that. It's a pretty good song. Out of the middle, here comes Hamilton. Going in, it is marked nicely. Timmy Gleason with a huge mark. Goes out to the far side looking for Lockwood. Lockwood gets it back on a 1-2. Going forward, that's a pretty good kick. Off the chest. Play on, says the umpire, as he rose but had it bounce off. There's a kick for goal from Fisher, and that one is kicked. That's marked. And again, it's O'Leary. That wasn't Fisher with the original kick. He had the ball. That was the Columbus player. Didn't see who found it, but in any event, here is O'Leary. And a goal might put the game to bed for good. Starts right, heads left, and that is a goal. The Magpies might be home. 8-9-57 on the Visit Raleigh scoreboard. 7-1-43 for Columbus. Well, the Jackaroos have been playing well, but New York, again, just picking out their spots. And again, they found O'Leary. As we go back into the middle, a little bit of pushing and shoving, as Murphy is wont to do. pushing in on Justin May. Ball goes into the air, slapped forward, picked by Hawking. Hawking throws that one onto the right, punched forward, just grab it, and then it's picked up by Thornberry. Thornberry was stripped of the football, and that is the game. Full time at the football. I believe that was it. Oh, they're going to give him a free kick. No, he's not going. He's too far back here. Davis is going to give it a try. Why not? Off of one step. Well, it looked pretty, mate. That was pretty good. That's it. Full time at the football. The New York Magpies finish the weekend at 2-1 as they win by 14 points. The final score, it's the New York Magpies, 8 goals, 9 behind, 57 points. The Jackaroos of Columbus, 7 goals, 1 behind, 43 points. An excellent game of football. Columbus goes 1-2 on the weekend, but you know what? They played extremely well considering, and they are still very, very big in Division II. As for New York, well, this will give them some confidence, even though they lost to Baltimore Washington earlier today with an undermanned squad. That'll do it for us from Raleigh. We appreciate you watching all the videos. Remember to check out usafl.com, Facebook at facebook.com/usafl, and Twitter at usafl1997. For everyone here at Raleigh, for Doran James and for Brian Barish without a microphone, this has been the USAFL Eastern Regionals. It's goodbye for now.